Hey, what is up guys? Calum or Calum's Fish Tanks, and in today's video we're going to be working on the tank behind me, getting things looking a bit better. It's an absolutely beautiful day outside, so I don't want to be here too long, so let's jump right into that and go show you guys what I'm going to be working on today. So I guess this video will be a little bit of an update as well, because I haven't shown this tank in quite a while. But overall, things are still looking really good, you know, super filled with plants, but there's a couple plants that aren't doing so hot. Down here, you can see what is left of what used to be some beautiful Stargine reppin. I don't exactly know why this stuff all died, but you can see there is like next to nothing of it left. So I'm going to be ripping out all of this stuff today and planting some fresh stuff I trimmed from one of my other tanks to hopefully get this growing in nice and dense again. So I went and got a garbage bag to put this stuff in once I pull it out. But I wonder how the roots are. Oh wow, not great. I don't know if how well you can see that, but yeah, not very long. If you know what healthy Stargine reppins looks like, this stuff goes nuts, but there's some super tiny stuff. I don't know what caused this bad growth, whether it was some kind of nutrient deficiency or maybe it was my lights, but I doubt it's my lights. It could be nutrients. I could need to add more root tabs. But we're gonna add it again, try again, and I'll have a better chance of finding something that works with much healthier plants than these, because yeah, these are a mess. So here we have a little stem of Stargine reppins, and we're gonna be preparing this for planting. So what I always do is cut off the bottom pair of leaves. I leave a tiny little bit, you can kind of see that there, and that will just help this keep itself kind of wedged into the substrate so this won't float up all the time. So I'm just going to do that with all the plants and then start planting them. One other thing trimming the bottom leaves for is very good for is encouraging your plants to send out roots. Whenever you get stems and they're brand new, things like Stargine reppins, or other plants that grow a lot of roots, you want to trim off those bottom leaves to encourage the plant to send out more roots so it'll keep itself weighed down in the water. And this will also help it intake some nutrients and just grow better overall. Some plants you don't need to do this, things like rotalas and things like that. Those will be fine if you don't. But plants with bigger leaves and stem plants with bigger leaves specifically, this is pretty important. And there we go. Looks much better already. Hopefully these grow in a lot better than the last ones though. On to the next thing. So, I still have a lot of changes to make, but the water's already getting super cloudy, but we're just gonna carry on, and if it gets too bad, I'll do my water change a little early. But down the middle here, you can see all this Monte Carlo, and that goes right down to the back of the tank. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it because the fish are kind of grabbing the focus. But the Monte Carlo goes right to the back there. This used to be a really nice path, but unfortunately it's kind of been covered up by crypts and Java Fern. So we're going to be going in there, ripping out some and trimming back some leaves and hopefully letting some light down into that little pathway again. So I'm going to go behind the tank and try to get some of this Java Fern out, figure out what's going on with it, seeing what I can rip out, because I find rhizome plants are the hardest to keep maintained well because they kind of just go wherever they want. So I'm just going to be messing around with it and seeing where I can rip pieces out. Well folks, this is the problem with Java Fern. Sometimes when you try to take out, you know, little chunks, you end up taking out the whole thing. Jesus, look at how big that chunk of Java Fern is. Oh, it looks so healthy underneath the leaves and everything. So I guess I'll divvy this up and try to sell it and plant some of it back because it's pretty barren without it there. But yeah, if you're in Canada and interested, send me a DM over on Instagram. I've got a massive chunk of Java Fern. So we planted a tiny bit of it back because I don't want to have to go over that again anytime soon. But I've got 4 bags full, absolutely full, of Java Fern that I'll be posting up on my Instagram story, as well as in some local group chats to see if I can sell those, make a bit of money back, and invest it back into my tanks pretty much. So now to go in there and thin out these crypts. Along the front here, close to the path, I'm just going to go right down to the bottom and trim them right back to the ground and let them grow back from there. And then as I get a bit deeper in, I'll just start taking care of the bigger leaves. Crypts, if they're kept in high-tech tanks, don't really mind this heavy trimming. They'll grow back from it. It's just like if they melted. But that will hopefully open up this path a bit more. And those ones back there, I'll probably go back and rip out if any are in bad spots. So now I'm going to do a quick water change and show you guys the result of all the maintenance. So let's cue the hyperlapse. So 2 hours later, the maintenance is finally done. I think it looks a bit better. Definitely some things I'd like to, go back there and change later on, but maybe I'll do that next week, and I'll make sure to record it for you guys if I do end up switching up a lot of things. If it's little things, you can find those kind of updates over on my Instagram under the same name, Calum's Fish Tanks, as well as my TikTok. I post on both of those every single day to keep content for you guys coming more steadily. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try to keep running out these little weekly vlogs every couple weeks when I have something big going on in my fish room. When I'm not, I'll keep, the educational videos like I've been doing recently. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This was Calum's Fish Tanks. Peace.